Hello, you're about to take your first calculus exam proctored through Zoom. To do this, you're going to need to connect to the Zoom meeting with your camera on. First, we'll be face-to-face like this, and I need you to present your student ID to the camera so I can identify that it's truly you. If you don't have your student ID, a license will suffice. After you've presented your ID, I will send you a link to the exam. It'll be a PDF file that you'll then be able to print out. If you don't have a printer, then you can view the exam on your computer screen and you can do your work on blank paper. Whether you're doing your work on blank paper or the exam itself, I need to see your work. So I'm looking for your handwritten step-by-step work, not just an answer. An answer without supporting work will not be accepted. Also, the use of any external resources during an exam is prohibited. This includes texting a friend or using an online solver app or a website. Make sure that you're showing me your work, your step-by-step work, in a logical progression that leads to your answer. I'll be looking for signatures that are left behind by these solver apps, and even if you use one on a single problem, you'll end up with a 0 on the entire exam, so it simply is not worth it. Finally, once you get started on the exam, you're going to want to tilt down your laptop screen or your camera on your computer so that it's pointing down to your exam, your calculator, your pen and pencil, scrap paper, and a formula sheet if one has been provided. If you do not have a camera on your computer or a laptop, you'll need to connect to the Zoom meeting using your smartphone or tablet and use that camera focused on your work area. To use an iPhone, for example, I've taken my iPhone, I've propped it up on a box and tilted it down a little bit, leaning it on another object so that it is tilted down and looking at my work area. So from the perspective of my iPhone, I can see my calculator, my exam, my pen and pencil, and any other resources that I'll be using, including scrap paper and a possible formula sheet. You don't necessarily need to keep your ID in the shot. When you're done with your exam, you can tilt your laptop lid back up or your camera so that I can see you, and you should begin scanning in your exam. You can use your smartphone and use Cam Scanner, Adobe Scan, or the Notes app on an iPhone, or if you have a scanner hooked up to your computer, just make sure that it combines it into one single PDF file. You should email that PDF file to yourself and then go into Blackboard and attach that PDF to the exam link. Don't leave the Zoom room until I've confirmed that I've received your exam. So I wish everyone luck on their first remotely proctored calculus exam. Please make sure you're in the Zoom meeting on time. I would attend probably a couple of minutes early to make sure that you're there when things open up and we get started. Also, if a formula sheet was provided, I would print that out early so that you have it available and ready, and that'll save some time. In addition, while you're taking the exam, be sure to show me your step-by-step work that leads logically towards your solution. Finally, test your camera. Make sure your camera is working before the exam. You can test your camera on your computer, and if that's not working, you can use your smartphone, but you do need a camera to take this exam. Good luck, everyone, and I'll see you at the exam.